Okay guys, welcome to another video. My goal is to go through all the equipment in Media Command Center and explain what is available to you and show you how to use them in appropriate manner. Today I want to talk about microphones. I know we did something earlier with regards to, let me up the light a bit. Yeah, all right. We did something earlier with regards to audio. Okay, we were talking about active and passive miking, or basically condenser mics versus dynamic mics. Today we're going to talk specifically about the condenser mics that we have, which are designed for video functions. Okay, and we have a selection of three very different priced microphones and three different sounding microphones. The first one is the cheapest one of the bunch. It's called Yoga. Okay, it's basically a Chinese microphone from China, and you can buy this for yourself. It's about 80 ringgit. Okay, comes in a case, pretty cool, pretty fancy. It's got all the accessories that you need. Okay, you've got the microphone over here. It's got a holder, all right, with a hot shoe mount. You can put this on a camera hot shoe or a light stand. And it also comes with a shield, a wind shield, sponge wind shield. Okay, this one also comes with a cable together, which allows you to connect this mic to either a mixer or to a camera. Okay, pretty good deal for 80 ringgit. Okay, but be warned. Okay, the quality of the mic is not going to be able, you can't compare this mic to the more expensive models like the Rode NTG2, all right, or the Rode brand. Okay, this is a high-end microphone. This is $1,000 over. Okay, or this one, which is from Behringer, which is a Chinese company as well, but licensed from a German manufacturer. This is the mid-range product. This is the product range that I use professionally on my own. This kit here is about $400. Okay, which one would I recommend? Well, I'll be honest with you, I use all three. I use the cheap one, the China cheap happy ones. I use the expensive ones. I've got the NTG2, I've got a Sennheiser, and I also use a lot of Behringer products. Okay, I don't even know whether it's called Behringer or Behringer. Doesn't matter. Okay, what matters here is that you identify these microphones, all right, in a few ways. The first way is, of course, the plug, the connector. Can you see that? 3-pin. That's right, folks. When you see 3-pin, you know that you're going to use an XLR cable. Okay, that means a professional microphone. This can be plugged into your mixer. It can be plugged into any camera that has an XLR connector. It will give you good sound. Okay, these are also active mics, and the word active means that it must have a battery inside. No battery, no worky. Simple as that. Okay. Dynamic mics are microphones like these guys. All right. These are the Shure SM58s. These are the mics that are being used by bands around the world. This particular set of mics are over 10 years old, and they still sound exactly the same as when they were new. Okay. Top of the line quality mics. 700 bucks. 80 ringgit. 700. 80. What do you think is going to happen? This guy is going to outperform this guy. But they are two separate different mics with separate different functions. This is a dynamic mic. It's meant for singing. It's a voice mic. It's a vocal mic. Therefore, it is used like this or like this. That's it. All right. If you take this further away, no sound. Okay. So you buy this kind of mic for that application only. You also may want to buy this mic if you are doing interviews where you're holding the mic between one person and the next, one person and the next. Voice mic, all right? Dynamic, no battery required. Just plug and play and it will work. This device, on the other hand, requires a microphone. And the reason for that is because these mics are designed to be more sensitive. Okay, and if you look carefully at how it's made, these mics are very, very long. Okay, and the reason that they are long is because think of it like a sniper scope. All right, the barrel of the scope is very long. Therefore, the aim, the pickup pattern, is called a pickup pattern, is further away. Now you can still use this mic like an interview mic where you hold it like that and hold it like that, okay? You just need to make sure that you aim it at the mouth accurately. Because if you move it slightly off center, the sound is going to reduce in volume tremendously, okay? That's what we call directional miking, okay? Now, a lot of you are probably asking, sir, this one is so cheap, sound is not that good. Why do I use it? The answer is simple. I can make all of these three mics sound very close to each other in Audition. Let me repeat that. I will post-produce all of these files. In other words, if I record something in here and I want to make it match with the file from the Rode NTG, I would need to boost the bass frequencies, I need to lower the mids, and I need to do a little bit of compression. Basically, what it means is I know the characteristic of this cheap mic. I know what it's missing, and I know how to enhance it to match that mic. First tip, ladies and gentlemen, you can buy any mic on the planet. To make it work, you need to know what it can and cannot do. You need to test it out. You need to make sure that you can fix it before you buy it. Okay? Now, I grew up with these cheap mics. Okay, and literally my customers never knew the difference whether I was using an expensive mic or a cheap mic because, like I said, I did post-production work. Okay, but here are the caveats. This mic is so cheap that if you drop it, it will break. I know that's a stupid thing to say, right? A lot of things, if you drop it, they will break. Yeah, but this guy is really, really sensitive. All right, the Rode NTG2 is better built. All right, you drop it, it will dent, but it will still work. Okay, so here's the question. Why don't I just buy that and use that all the time? 1480, 1480. I can buy 10 of these and it still costs 800, half the price of this. That's right, folks. I use this in dangerous situations. I use this when it's raining. I use this when I'm on a boat. I use this when I'm in a factory and this thing could fall down and break, or it could get fried, or in other words, I'm willing to lose this. I'm willing to break this. It's fine. I am not willing to break this. Okay? Why do I use this? I use this for live production. I use this when I need to get the sound good, straight off from the site, straight into the camera, straight into the air. In other words, if I'm streaming a live event, this is the guy that I'm going to use. I know that the sound is going to be nice. All right? 1006. Got it? Okay. Now, if you look carefully at the mic, you will see that it has a lot of funky things. So I'm going to show you the first one. The first one here is the option to change the pickup pattern, okay? And the first one says normal, and normal, that's the first switch that goes to normal. And then the next one that says tele. So basically what it means is, if I set it to normal pickup pattern, the pattern is like this, a nice wide area. You can use it like an interview mic, left and right, no problem. If I switch it to tele, the pickup pattern becomes narrow and long. Now I use it like a lightsaber. If I want that sound, I'll record there. If I want that sound, I'll record there. If I want that sound, I'll record there. Okay? That's a function of a Zoom mic. Okay? So, by the way, don't get confused with the brand Zoom. A Zoom mic in this case means to a telephoto or a telescopic mic. Okay? This is the Yoga, cheap and cheerful. You want to start off getting decent sound, buy the China product. Don't drop it. Now the other one is the Rode NTG2. It comes in a nice little pouch. It's got a lot of accessories as well. It doesn't come with a cable. That's one more thing. 1006, they don't give you a cable. What? Look at it. It looks about the same. It's slightly shorter, but it is about the same. And the same thing applies. It also has an XLR mic, an XLR connector. And if you unscrew it, it also takes AA batteries. Also an active microphone. Okay. But this one has a slightly different switch. Okay. It actually doesn't even have a switch. It has something here, a little indented switch, which allows you to do what we call a cut off. All right. Now, if you do outdoor recording and when you are using a telescopic mic, this mic often picks up low frequency sounds as well, like cars going by, bass, rumbling, and all that. Okay, and that is the one of the disadvantages of using the Rodes. They are very good at picking up bass. The China product, on the other hand, not so much. It tends to pick up more mid and treble, higher frequencies. You have to add bass. Okay, this one, on the other hand, it records bass, and I feel it's a bit heavy. So what I do is, in post-production, I will cut the bass down to bring it to this level, to the Chinese, to the yoga level. Okay, but here they give you a switch, which you can do it on the fly. If you're in a factory and there's a machines running around and you're listening to it and it goes boom, 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 very low frequency bass, etc., and you don't like it, you can just flick this switch and it will kill the bass automatically. Again, like I said, if it's live streaming, please do what you need to do. But for me, if I'm not doing live, if I'm shooting this to record to camera, I will not turn this on. I will record the bass. Okay, excuse my phone, and messages are coming in. Okay, I will record the bass. I will take it into Audition, or I will take it into Pro Tools. I use Pro Tools at home, and then switch. You EQ, you play, and you bring everything down. Okay, very good directionality, top of the line quality mic. You have a full kit here with a boom pole. You can borrow this as well. All right, comes with a kit. Learn to play with it. Okay, now I predict a lot of you won't be buying this microphone, because when this came out, it was the best value for the price. Unfortunately, today, which is in 2020, newer mics have come out from different manufacturers and different brands, and one of the brands is by Aputure. It's called the Aputure Deity mic. All right, affordable, nice. This is 1006, that one is 800, which is half the price, but just as good a sound. Okay, again, if you don't mind doing a lot of post-production work, get the Chinese mics. They are fine. Okay, they work just as well. They'll pick up stuff just as well. The only difference is they don't pick all the frequencies, so you need to adjust to play with it. Okay, get more projects under your belt, make more money, and then you can go and buy the bigger ones. All right, the big boys. Now we're going to talk about the mid-range products, and the company mentioned is Behringer or Behringer. Okay, I recommend you go and look online at behringer.com and see all the range of products that they produce, and they do produce some pretty good products. I like Behringer because they're cheap. Not as cheap as the China ones, but still cheaper than the Rode. And they are very professional. They give you proper packaging. All right? And just looking at the build quality and everything that they provide, these guys are taking it seriously. Okay? This, ladies and gentlemen, is a XLR mic, but it isn't a give me a moment. This isn't a telescopic or a zoom mic. This is an instrument mic. Okay, and unfortunately, This one doesn't have a battery. Okay, this one uses something called phantom power. Again, look at the 3 pins. It uses XLR miking. Okay, now what is phantom power? All these mics that have 3 pins have the ability to take their power from the mixer. Okay, in other words, if you plug this into the mixer and you go to the mixer and you turn on what we call phantom power, phantom 48 volt power, flick that switch, this mic comes to life. You don't need batteries. Okay, in fact, even for the Chinese model, if you don't want to use a battery, you can go to the mixer, turn on phantom power, and this mic will work. Okay, here's the deal. These mics must be used with a mixer or a device that can provide you with phantom power. Okay, now we bought this because it comes in a pair of 2 and it comes with the appropriate hardware. These mics were designed to be used as XY microphones like this, in this configuration, and they are designed to record fantastic stereo sound. All the other microphones are mono. That means you record one channel. You can put the sound on the left, on the right, or in the center, but you cannot put them on 2 at the same time. This guy, if you put it like this in an XY configuration, all right, you will get a very beautiful sound stage. So we bought this because we wanted to use this mic to record plays, to record dramas, to record your radio production. All right. More importantly, this is also here to teach you how to do side-by-side recording, XY recording, all right, or AV recording. These are a few recording techniques to use in the industry. All right. Behringer, again, if you can afford it, I recommend you buy the Behringer over the Rode. Rode is too expensive, not really necessary. But Behringer mics are very good for the price. All my voiceover mics that I use at home in my home studio are all Behringer products. Okay, I do have an old Sennheiser, but it's old. I am very much a Behringer fan. Okay, guys, so that will be a very quick look at the microphones that we have in the Media Command Center for you. You can use them all. If you're not sure how to use them, like I said, when this CMCO is over and if you want to borrow this, come, I'll set something up. You'll test it out, get used to it, learn how to edit, and then take the stuff home with you. All right. If you do want to buy this cheap one, okay, I would recommend that you Google PHG Enterprise. Okay, it is a shop in Penang near Road Walk that sells these microphones. Okay, I bought all my China mics from them, and I'll be honest, I've broken all of my mics. They're not very strong. Okay, so take care of them. They'll last you for years. Drop them once, say bye-bye. And they don't come in a warranty, unfortunately. What can I say? You go cheap or you go expensive. That's all. See you later, guys. More videos coming.